Nifty in last 15 days has made almost 1,000 points rally, and that is what the bullishness is there in this market, and there are multiple reasons behind that. Now today we are going to talk about whether this bullishness will be there for a long time or it will be a short term only, and again the market will go down, because we are going to go and check each and every factors which has been there because of this rally has happened from last 1 week. And after Diwali you can see such a shoot up has happening at a Nifty level and at a Sensex level. So whether this bullishness is going to stay or not, that is what we are going to talk about. So welcome everyone guys, my name is CA Tapan Doshi. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and do click and subscribe to our channel without fail, because lot many stock related news and recommendation, also analysis we are showing here. So let us start with this analysis about Nifty rally and what is going to happen next. So talking about Nifty rally guys, first and foremost reason is nothing but US inflation pull down. Now if you talk about US inflation, the data came almost 4 or 5 days back. No, there it is shown that yes, US inflation is cooling down much more faster. Of course, few months ago it had peaked at around 9.1 level. After that it was down, but again there was a little bit of jump in inflation. Now again the recent data showing that yes, there is a fair bit of cool down in US inflation. Now that is what is reflecting in the US bond yield. US bond yield, if you know, it has gone above 5%. Now it has gone down to 4.5%. Now that shows that yes, a cool down is happening. Again, a cool down in bond yield, it plays a very big role, because this provides a liquidity to the market, and also it shows that now the Fed is not going to increase the interest rate. If US increases the interest rate, now this is the biggest problem which US banking system will face, because higher interest rate is not at all good for US banking system. And you see lot many mid-sized banks already collapse at US level. Now that is a sign of relief that if the inflation is peaked out and Fed is not going to increase the interest rate. Powell already told that yes, see, anyways, Powell always used to say no, that we are going to look at the data and then we are going to take a decision whether to increase or not. But looking at the data currently the market of US shows, the Nasdaq, the Dow Jones shows that yes, US interest rate is already peaked out. Now they are going to go down. Now when, maybe next 3 months, 6 months, God knows, but yes, at least for next 2 to 3 months there will be no increase in interest rate, and that is what is giving a lot of liquidity across the world. Because if interest rate is going down, then there will be a liquidity coming in the market, and again this liquidity will flow to the emerging market. And in India, you know, India is one of the best country to invest, and that's why if it comes to emerging market, India will be the most beneficial, and that is what is happening. Again, even talk in India guys, Indian inflation also, it seems like it has peaked out. Now the current data shows that yes, the inflation is going on lower side, and RBI also reduced the interest rate provided inflation goes down. Of course, they'll see the whether US is going to cut down the interest or not. We are not going to cut down before US is going to cut down, because they need that type of confirmation. Because across the world, if there is a higher interest rate, India cannot cut down the interest rate. But yes, in future, maybe in 3 months, 6 months, we can talk about that. Yes, inflation in India is going to go down, and so is the interest rate. You know, around 4.5% inflation is there, which is going to go down. So that is, and you know, the range which RBI is always saying that they need a range of between 2 to 4% inflation, and then it is going to near that 4%. So that is a cushion which Indian RBI bank is having. So hopefully that will play well for Indian economy. Also, one of the big factor for India is nothing but the crude oil. You know, crude oil almost reached $75 per barrel, which was there around 90 almost 1 month back. Now such a big drop at the crude level is happening because the inventory level at the OPEC level, it is increasing. Also at a US level, also the inventory is going up, and that's why the US crude oil is going down. And also China demand is at a lower level, that's why also the the crude oil prices are going down. Now 75 is a very good level for India. Anything above 80 goes negative for Indian market, but anything between 60 to 75, that plays very well for India. Of course, it is not going to go down below 60, but yes, 60 to 75, it's a good level to have. You know, 90% of import of oil is done by India, and that's why if oil prices are on a higher side, that is going to impact the inflation. So crude oil going down will have a direct impact on Indian inflation, and as a result, many interest rate sensitive and inflation sensitive stocks will run, and that is what you have to keep in mind. Now, can you take this call that yes, now US inflation is peaked, even in India inflation is peaked? Yes, you can take that call, and this is the biggest positive sign. And if it is going to happen like this only, guys, you may see a good rally by the end of this year or again in the next year. And again for India, you know, December the state election is going on. Again in March and April the general election is coming. So yes, that will be one of the, you can say, point which every investor is going to see. But overall, if you say if the election is not going to pay role, see, of course everyone knows that Mr. Modi is going to win an election this time also. But yes, if it goes against, then Indian market may fall, maybe one or two down circuit also. But if it goes as per plan, I think from here, I think the market will do well from here, because main concern which was there was US front, the inflation front, the interest rate front. I think there it is a cool off, so that is a big positive. Again in India, let us see how the state election result is coming, and again March, April, what is happening. But you can see a much more higher levels in coming 1 year, because the main concern is now behind us, and that plays a very big role. Now, talking about conflicts, geopolitical conflicts like Russia-Ukraine crisis that is going on from last 1.5 years. If you talk about Israel and Hamas, that is also going on. It will take long. Again, from here also this fight will go on. But as and when this fight is within that country only, between Israel and Hamas only, and it is not been spread to other countries, I think that is okay with the market, because it is not being, means, see, if Iran comes into the war, then there is a big problem. Lebanon joins the war, then there is a big problem. But I think that this is not happening, and the way the condition looks like, I think it will be there within that region only, between Israel and Gaza. That is what is going to happen. So I think that is where the comfort level is there from a market point of view. Now, as an investor, what you have to do? As an investor, my sincere suggestion to you is that whenever there is a drop in the market and whenever there is a fall, please use this fall to collect good quality stocks. It looks like if inflation fear is not there, and once this election is over, I think you can see a good rally. Currently, we may touch an all-time high at 20,000, and maybe next year, maybe you can see a 21, 22,000 level also. Last time I released one video that whether Nifty will touch 20,000 or not, 21,000 or that, you can see that video. The link is given below. But what I'm trying to convey is that overall the scenario looks like that yes, the worst things are behind us. And from here you can choose a good quality stocks. Again guys, if the liquidity comes into picture, many high beta stocks, high PE stocks may perform well. You can see how the Nasdaq has started performing. All the IT stocks started going. Similarly in India also, all these internet stocks and everything, lot much fund will flow to that, because it's a risky stock. So you have to keep that also in mind. You always have to see cryptocurrency, where if crypto is going up, that means there is a liquidity in market. Again, Nasdaq plays a big role. Tesla and all these also stocks you have to keep in mind. If you talk about Nvidia, that is a artificial intelligence stock. You know how it is going up. So overall, if all these high beta stocks are started running across US also at the Nasdaq level, you can see that type of run happening in India also. Again, the big relief will come for the IT sector in India, like TCS, Infosys. If US is going to come up, if the inflation goes down and the recovery starts happening in coming future, all these IT companies will perform well. You can see that from last 2 days also now IT companies are going up. So that is a very positive sign. Even once the interest rates start going down in next 3 months, 6 months, and some experts are saying that in next 1 year, you may see a 4 cut at a US level, Fed rate level, and that is what you have to discount that one. And if India same thing is going to happen, then all the interest rate sensitive like automobiles and all that stocks start doing well, because see, if the interest rate goes down, people will start buying more automobiles. And again, it will help the real estate stocks also. So please keep this in mind. Again, inflation goes down, that FMCG stocks where they increased the price already, now if inflation goes down, their input cost is going to go down, then the margin expansion may happen. So FMCG also will start doing well. Also, one another sector like chemical stocks, no, which is there in a problem from last 1.5 to 2 years, which has not taken part in last rally also. The reason was that US and Europe, where most of the export were happening, they were in a problem. Now if US and Europe are actually coming up again, you can see this chemical stocks will start performing again, and that already it is at a lower level. So if you want to do a value picking, you can think about chemical stocks also. Overall, my suggestion is, as an investor, no, please start buying stock as and when there is a dip, because market is not going to give you every time. And next 10 years, I think India is going to perform a lot, and yes, it will be one of the fastest growing country in the world. So please take part in the current rally, and whenever you get time, please invest in the stock. Overall, scenario is much better the way it was there almost 2 to 3 months back, and hopefully next year will be much more better. Okay, so hope you like this video, and just type in the chat box whether you are investing currently in the market or not. And I'll see you soon next time, and do subscribe this channel and also like this video, and put your questions, whatever questions if you want to analyze any stock, please type in the chat box. I'll ensure that I'll cover that stocks in the next video. Okay, then see you then. Bye bye.